Good morning, students. Welcome back for our today's session. Let's start with the session with our prayer. So join your hands, close your eyes and start the prayer. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण में हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी है, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। मुनियों ने समझी है, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा, मुकुट सर पे साजे। तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा, मुकुट सर पे साजे। अज्ञानता के मिटा दे अंधेरे, उजालों का हमको संसार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। Now students, rub your hands, touch your eyes and slowly open your eyes. Now students, let's move on to our today's thought of the day. Our today's thought of the day is, education is a better safeguard of liberty than a standing army. The meaning is, education is as important as air, water and food. It enhances and shapes our future and gives freedom to live. The education is very important in our life. It gives us freedom to live independently. We don't have to depend on others. Fine students, today's GK question. Our today's GK question is, which place in India is also known as Land of Rising Sun? The options are Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat. What is the Land of Rising Sun in India? Which place is known as the Land of Rising Sun? Can you guess? The answer is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh is a place in India, is also known as the Land of Rising Sun. So students, let's start with our today's session. As we have already completed the explanation part of chapter 3 numbers, but then too I will give you a short recap about the whole chapter so that you can recall all the concepts related to it. Before moving forward to our drill time and solving workbook question, this concept you have to be learning very well so that for solving the questions it would be easy. And I also know while working for studying for your evaluation 1, you have not recalled or not learned, or you have forgotten the concepts. So today, before moving, we will have a short recap about the chapter numbers. I hope you can recall the things from this session. Fine, so let's start. In this chapter, we have seen this numbers in 3 parts: concept 3.1, 3.2 and 3.3. So let's start with our concept 3.1. We have seen about all these concepts, that is the 1-digit number, 2-digit number and 3-digit numbers. We have also seen how to write the number names, the place value, the face value and the expanded numbers in these concepts. So let's see once more. These are the 1-digit number. The 1-digit number are from 0 to 9. And 0 is now not counted as the smallest digit. 1 is counted as the smallest 1-digit number. So these are the number names. I have already told you to learn the spellings well by heart, so that for moving towards the 2-digit number and 3-digit number names, it would be easy to write the number names. We have also seen the place value of 1-digit number. For 1-digit number, we have one box, that is ones. For example, if the number we are taking is 0, so the place value of that number would be ones. And if the number is 1, so the place value of that number would be 1. Suppose we are taking the number 2, so the place value would be ones, because it's a single digit number, and so on we can consider the place value. Can you tell me, students, what is the 1-digit smallest number? Which is the smallest 1-digit number? The smallest 1-digit number is 1. The smallest 1-digit number is 1. And which is the largest 1-digit number? The largest 1-digit number is 9. So this was all about our 1-digit number. Let's see what we have learned in our 2-digit numbers. The 2-digit number starts from 10 and ends at 99. So this all are 2-digit numbers. We have also seen the number names. I have also told you to learn the number names very well, so it would be helpful for you for writing 3-digit number names. So this is the number names till 99. Till 99 we are having 2-digit numbers. So for place value of 2-digit number, we have seen it's 2-digit number. So we are having 2 boxes. One is of ones and the next is of tens. Suppose we are having a number 10 over here. And also you can see I have written the short form over here. So you can also write a short form. For ones we can write it as O, capital O. For tens we can write capital T. So what is the digit which will be coming in the ones place? 0. And then in the tens place 1. So in this way we have already learned how to write the place value. Suppose we are having a number 11, so the place value will be at the ones place is 1 and tens place is 1. Suppose for the number 12, in the ones place it's 2 and tens place is 1. So in this way we can write the place value. Can you tell me, students, which is the smallest 2-digit number? The smallest 2-digit number is 10. And which is the largest 2-digit number? The largest 2-digit number is 99. So this was all about our 2-digit numbers. Moving forward, we have 3-digit numbers. In 3-digit numbers, we have seen for writing the place value chart, we have 3 boxes. That is ones, tens and hundreds. So suppose if we are taking the number 100, which is the smallest 3-digit number, so in the ones place 0 will come, in the tens place 0, and in the hundreds place ones will come. Suppose I am taking the number 5 to 6. So in the ones place, what will be the number? What will be the digit? It's 6. And in the tens place, 2. And in the hundreds place, 5. And can you tell me what is the smallest 3-digit number? The smallest 3-digit number is 100. And which is the largest 3-digit number? The largest 3-digit number is 999. Now we have also seen how to write the number names of 3-digit number. Suppose I am taking this number 427. So can you recall what we have to do for writing number names of 3-digit number? For writing number names of 3-digit numbers, we have seen we have to divide the number into 2 parts. The one part would be ones and tens, and the other part would be of hundreds. So for ones and tens, we are having the digits 2 and 7. 2 and 7, what we call 2 and 7, we have already seen in this in 2 numbers, in 2-digit numbers. So the number name of 2 and 7 is 27. And for number in the hundreds place, we will write the value of that number, that digit, and we have to write the place value, that is 100 over here. So the number name would be 427. 427. Suppose if the number is 788, can you tell me the number name of this number? The number name of this number is, let's say it together, 788. 788. Suppose of this number, which is 999, and this is also a largest 3-digit number. So what is the number name of this number? It's 999. It's 999. So this was all about our number names. We have also seen a new term, that is face value. We already know that the place value is the position of the number and the face value is the digit itself. The face value is the digit itself and the place value is the value of the digit according to the place or position in the number. So place value is the position and face value is the digit itself. Suppose for example, I am giving you this number and you have to write the place value and the face value of the following number, and the number is 842 and the number is 842. Can you tell me the number name of the students? The number name is, yes, 842. 842. So let's move forward. First we will take the number. We will see which digit is coming in which places. Fine. So let's start. 2 is coming in the ones place, 4 is coming in the tens place, and 8 is coming in the hundreds place. So what we will do is, for writing place value and face value of this number, we will take a chart, we will take a box. In the first column we will write place value and in the second we will write the face value. First we will write the place value, which we have already learned. So here the place value of 2 is ones. So what will be the place value? Place value will also be 2 because is in ones position. What will be the place value of 4? Is in tens position. So we will write it as 40. 40. Then we have number 8. Number 8 is in 100 position. So we will write it as 800. We will write it as 800. So in this way we have completed our place value. Let's move on to our face value. So face value of 2 is 2, 4 is 4 and 8 is 8. So we have to write the face value, the digit itself, which is very easy. and for place value we have to find out the position or place of the number. Is that clear, students? I hope this session is helpful for you for recalling the topics. Next, we have seen about the expanded form of 3-digit number. Let's see one example. The expansion of a number is writing the place value. Now students, we know that how we can write the place value. So we have to just write the place value of that number and we have to put a plus sign in between them. It's very easy if you know the place value. So suppose I am taking this number and that is 425. So can you first tell me what is the number name of 425? The number name of 425 is 425. 425. So for writing the expanded form, first we will take the place value chart. This is the place value we have written, 1, tens and 100 of 425. Ones for 5 is in the ones place, 2 is in the tens place and 4 is in the hundreds place. Next we will write the place value of it. For 4, for writing 5 in the place value chart is 5, 2 is 20 and 4 is 400. So what we have to do now? We can write the place value of the digits of a given number with a plus sign, between them, and this is the expanded form of the number. So we will write it as 400 plus 20 plus 5. So this was our expanded form of a 3-digit number. Here we have completed our concept number 3.1. Moving towards our concept number 3.2, we have seen ordinal numbers and cardinal numbers. The ordinal numbers we have seen, these numbers which tell about the position of the object are called ordinal objects. Now here we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. These are the ordinal numbers. And these are the short forms of the ordinal numbers. Now see, here is a table. This is the numbers. This is the ordinal number and this is the short form of number. Remember students, for writing the short form, we will write the number and we will use the small letters of it. That is, for first we will write it as 1 ST, for second 2 ND, for number third 3 RD, and from number 4 to 10 we write TH. Remember that. Okay. Next we have seen the cardinal numbers is nothing but the numbers. Directly the numbers, that is ONE1, TWO2, THREE3, FOUR4 and so on. So these were the ordinal numbers and cardinal numbers. Now let's move forward to our 3-digit numbers. In 3-digit numbers, we have seen how we have to compare the 3-digit numbers, the ascending and descending order, and forming the greatest and the smallest 3-digit numbers. Let's have a short recap. For comparing the digits, we have seen the greater than sign, the smaller than sign, and equal to sign. Suppose I am taking this number. It's 723 and 456. So what we have to see here, we have to first write the place value. So see, we have written the place value of these numbers. Now then we have to start comparing the numbers from left to right. From left to right. For writing the place value, students, remember you have to start from right to left. But for comparing the numbers, we have to start from left to right. So see, in the left section we are having hundreds place. So in the hundreds place 7 and 4 is there, and as we can see that 7 is greater than 4, so we will take the which sign, greater than or smaller sign? Greater than sign. So in this way we have completed the comparing of numbers. Suppose if we are having this number 436 and 412. So what we have to do? First we have to, for comparing the digits, we have to write the place value. So here we have the place value. Then we have to start comparing the numbers from left to right. From left to right. As you can see, here we have in the hundreds place 4 and 4, which is equal. So if the number is equal, what we have to do? We have to move to the next number from the left hand side. Over here we have in the tens position, that is 3 and 1. 3 and 1. So from 3 and 1, which is the greater number? The greater number is 3. So here we have the greater than sign, and the number 436 is greater. For the next question, suppose if we are having the number 623 and 628. What we have to do? Again we have to write the place value. 1 tens and 100, 1 tens and 100. Then we have to start comparing from left hand side to right hand side. Here we have hundreds place. So in hundreds place we have 6, which is equal. So we have to move forward and write it in the tens place. We have to see the tens place. So here we have 2, 2, and also we have both the numbers similar over here, that is equal. So we have to move forward to our next place, that is ones place. So in the ones place we have 3 and 8, and from 3 and 8, which is the greater number? 8 is the greater number. So we will write the smaller than sign. So the number 623 is greater. So in this way we have to compare the 3-digit numbers. Next we have seen the ascending and the descending order. Ascending and descending order. What we have to do in the ascending order? Ascending order is from smaller number to bigger number. Smaller number to bigger number. And descending order is big number to small number. Big number to small number. And we already know that how to arrange the ascending and descending order. Now for the next part we have forming the greatest and the smallest 3-digit numbers. For forming the greatest and the smallest 3-digit number, what we have to do is, suppose I am taking a question, we have to form the greatest number using the given digits without repeating any of the digits. Suppose I am taking the number, okay, and for the greatest number, remember students, you have to arrange the number into ascending order or descending order. For forming a greatest number, we have to arrange the numbers into descending order. Suppose I am taking the number over here. So what is the first step? We have to arrange the number into descending order. So what is the first number will be coming? It's 9, then 6, then 1. So this is the descending order. After we have arranged the number into descending order, we have to write the place value chart. This is the place value chart. And we got the number which is 961. 961. So this was all about our greatest number. Suppose we have to form the smallest number. We have to form the smallest number. So for the answer, what we will do is, we will arrange the numbers. Here we are having the number 357. So we have to arrange the numbers into ascending order. We have to arrange the number into ascending order. So here we have ascending order 3, 5, 7. So this was our ascending order. After arranging into ascending order, we have to write the place value chart. We have to write the place value chart. So here we have 1 tens and hundreds, and we got the number that is 357. So this was all the concepts of our chapter 3 numbers. I hope it helped you for recalling all the concepts. Now let's move on to our drill time. For our drill time, you need to learn and by heart all the number names, all the concepts. Okay students, and we will solve it together. And after we have solved the drill time, you have to write all the question and answers of the drill time into your FC book or notebooks. Okay students? For drill time, first we will see about the concept number 3.1. So here is the question. Write the given numbers in the place value chart. So what we have to do here? We have to write the place value chart of these numbers. Okay. Now one I will do for you, and next all the questions you will be answering. Suppose here we have question number A, that is 346. So what we will do is we will form a table. So this is our table and this is 3-digit numbers. So we will have 3 place value charts. One is of ones, then tens, then hundreds. So I will do one question for you. I will tell you how to do it, and the rest all the questions you have to answer me. Fine. For number 346, what is the number coming in the ones place? 6. Sorry, the number coming in the hundreds place will be 3. Then in the tens place 4, and then 6. So this was all about our place value chart. Can you tell me what will be coming for the next number? Which will be coming in the hundreds place? 1, then 2, then 3. Very good. Now the next number is 987. So in the hundreds place would be 9, then 8, then 7. Very good. Now next question is 459. So in the hundreds place would be 4, then 5, in the ones place 9. Very good. Now in the number, now the number is 784. So what will be coming in the hundreds place? 7, then 8, then 4. Very good students. You have to write all these answers in your FC book. Okay students? Now moving forward to our next question. Write the expanded form of each of the following numbers. Now what we have to do here? We have to write the expanded form. And as we know that for the expanded form, we have to write the place value. The place value of the number, and then we have to put a plus sign. So students, one I will do for you and the rest you have to answer. Okay. So for number 298, what we have to do is we have to first see the place value. So 8 is in the ones place, 9 is in the tens place, and 2 is in the hundreds place. So for place value we have over here is 200, 9090 and 8. This is the place value, and we have to put a plus chart. So this is the number, that is 200 plus 90 plus 8. Then for question B, what will be the expanded form of 158? The number is 100 plus 5050 plus 8. The place value of 1 is 100, then 5 is 50, and then 8 is 8. For the next number C, 490, 490, 4 is in the hundreds place. So 400 plus 9090 plus 0, because it's in ones place. So 400 plus 9090 plus 0. For number 231, yes, 200 plus 30 plus 1. We only have to write the place values. Okay. And for last number we have 847. So what will be the place values? 8. What is the place value of 8? 800. What is the place value of 4? 40, and 7, 7. So here is the answer, 800 plus 40 plus 7. So in this way we have done the expanded form. Let's move on to the next question. Write the number name of each of the following number. Now I have already told you how to write the number name. As soon as we get the number, we have to divide the number into two parts. The one would be of ones and tens and the other would be of 100. So for the first number, see, for ones and tens we have 2 and 4, that is 24, that is 24, and 1 is in the hundreds place, so 1 will become 100. So the answer would be 124. Can you tell me what is the next number? 967. The number name is 967. 967. The next number 281. 281. 281. And the next number, which is 100, and it is very easy. Yes, it's 100. It's 100. And the last number 210, it's 210. It's 210. Now let's move on to the next question. Now here the numbers and the position are given. We have to form the numbers. We have to write what is the number. One I will do for you and next you have to answer. Okay. Now here the number is 3 in the hundreds place, 1 in the tens place and 0 in the ones place. Now here we have to write the number. So 100 is we have 1, tens and 100. Okay, so it's 3-digit number because the first here it's coming is 100. So 3 is in the 100 place, 1 is in the tens place and 0 is in the ones place. So the number is 310 and that is 310. That is 310. Can you tell me the next number, students? I'll read a question for you. 7 is in the hundreds place, 2 in the tens place and 9 in the ones place. So first we will write the number 7, then 2, then 9. So the answer is 729 and the number is 729. The next question is 4 in the hundreds place, 3 in the tens place and 1 in the ones place. So the number will start from 4. So the number is 431. 431. The number is 431. The next question is 8 in the hundreds place, 0 in the tens place, 4 in the ones place. So the number would be 804. That is 804. 804. The next question is 2 in the hundreds place, 5 in the tens place and 7 in the ones place. So the number would be 257. That is 257. So in this way we have completed how to form the numbers. For the next question, we have concept 3.1 ordinal numbers. So here we have the question, write the ordinal numbers and short form of the following. We have to write the ordinal number also and the short format. So let's start. First I will do for you. First we will write the number, that is 9 we are having. Question A, 9 equals to, the ordinal number is 9th and the short form is 9 and small th, 9th. So in this way we have to write, this is the ordinal number and this is the short form. The number 9 has the ordinal number 9th, which is called as 9, and in the short form is written like this. For the number 4, what is the number 4? Number 4 ordinal number 4th. F-O-U-R-T-H. F-O-U-R-T-H. So, and the short form is 4th, that is fourth. For number 8, eighth, and the answer, the short form will be 8th, that is eighth. You have to remember the spellings of all the ordinal numbers. Okay students, you have to learn it very carefully. The next is 1. That is very easy. What is the ordinal number of 1? First. You have to come first in the class. So first. And the number is 1st. First. And the last number is 6. For the 6 is sixth. S-I-X-T-H. And the number is 6th, that is sixth. So this was our ordinal numbers and short form. Next, we will move towards our next concept number, that is 3.3, comparing 3-digit numbers. Here we have the question, compare the numbers in the given pairs. Compare the numbers in the given pairs. So this is our numbers. Okay. What we have to do here is, we have to compare the number. So what we will do, first we will write the number. Now tell me students, which number is greater, 234 or 432? Which sign will come, greater than or smaller than? Smaller than, because 432 is greater. The next number is 434 and 234 and 233. So which is greater? Which sign will come, greater than or smaller than? Come on, fast. It's greater than. Next question is 222-222. Which number is greater? As you can see, both the number are equal. So which sign will come? Equal to sign. Which sign will come? Equal to sign. The next we have question number D, 243. So which is the greater number? Again we are having here both the numbers are equal. So equal to sign. The next question, 100, 900. This is very easy. Which sign will come? Smaller than or greater than? Smaller than, because 100 is smaller than 900. Okay students. So next question. Arrange the number in ascending and descending order. Fine. We have already seen what is ascending order, how to do it, and what is descending order, and also how to do that. Fine. So let's start. Let's make a box. Okay. Here we have all the numbers, all the questions given over here. In the first column we will write the ascending order, and then we will write the descending order. So let's start writing with the ascending order first. Here the number is 333, 313, 331 and 133. So as you can see here, all the numbers are starting with these are the 3-digit numbers. So for ascending order or descending order, while we are arranging it, what we have to do it? We have to see the left to right for comparing the digits. So for arranging in ascending order, first we have to see the hundreds place. So here we have 3, 3, 3 and 1. From 3, 3, 3 and 1, which is the smaller number? 133 is the smallest number. 1 is the smallest number. So 133. Then next, which number will come? We have 333, 313 and 331. So which number will come? It's 313. Is 313. And the next question is, and the next will be 331 and next will be 333, and we have to write smaller than sign in between. Okay students, this was our ascending order. Fine. Now we will see how to write the descending order. Now for descending order, we will start with the greatest number. Now as we have already done the ascending order here, so we have to reverse this. So we will get the descending order. So which is the first number will come? 333, then 331, then 313, then 333. So this is our descending order. So I have already explained you in detail how to write the ascending and descending order. So for the next questions you have to answer, and this is your homework for this session. Fine students, you have to write all the ascending and descending order of all these further numbers. You have to try it by yourself. Okay students, now let's start. Moving forward, we have to form the greatest and the smallest 3-digit number without repeating the digits. Now we have to write the greatest and the smallest number of all these numbers. Okay, now let's take the column. First we have the column of numbers. All the questions are written over here. Then in this part we will write the greatest 3-digit, and then we will write the smallest 3-digit. Now what we have to do is we have to write the greatest digit. Okay, greatest of these digit, that is 481. For greatest digit we have to arrange the number in which order? Ascending or descending order? For the greatest we have to arrange the numbers into descending order. So descending order means big number to small number. So what is the big number over here? The big number is 8. So the first number would be 8, and after it 4, then 1. So the answer would be 841. That is 840. The answer is 841. For the smallest 3-digit number. Now for the smallest 3-digit number, we have to arrange the number into which order? Ascending order or descending order? Ascending order means small number to big number. Small number to big number. So here which is the smallest number? 1, then 4, then 8. So the number would be 148. So in this way we have to do the greatest and smallest 3-digit number. We have to form the greatest and the smallest 3-digit number. So for the next, all the questions are homework for you. So for today's session, what is the homework students? For today's session, I have solved and shown you how to solve all the questions, and you have to write this question and answer in your FC book. And also you have to solve the ascending and descending order table by yourself. Try to solve it. And for greatest, how to form the greatest and the smallest digit number. This table is also homework for you. I hope you will revise the topic very well and complete the question answers. Fine students. So this was all about our today's session. In today's session, we have recalled all the concept of chapter 3 numbers, and also we have solved the drill time, and also you got the homework for today. Fine students, I hope you will study well, utilize this time very well. Fine. So bye bye for now. Let's meet again after with our another session. Fine. Bye. Stay safe, stay healthy.